Hello students. In this video, we'll be starting a new chapter called Our Earth. And this is lesson 1, Change of Season. In this video, you will learn about the 4 seasons, the Earth's axis of rotation, the reasons why seasons change, and the seasonal changes in the Northern Hemisphere. Have you ever wondered why some months are very cold while others are very hot? Well, the reason is due to changing seasons. There are altogether 4 seasons: the spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Each of these 4 seasons last for about 3 months. But what causes the seasons to change? Let's begin by looking at the Earth's axis of rotation. The Earth's axis is an imaginary pole which runs directly through the center of the Earth, and it is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. The Earth rotates around this axis, and during this process, either side of the Earth faces the sun while the other remains dark. This causes day and night. So some of you may ask, what has this to do with the changes in season? Well, the Earth's tilted axis is the very reason why seasons change. For better understanding, let's look at the next picture. In this picture, this red line denotes the equator. The equator divides the Earth into 2 hemispheres. The upper hemisphere is known as the Northern Hemisphere, and the lower hemisphere is known as the Southern Hemisphere. The Southern Hemisphere consists of some parts of South America, Africa, and Australia. So if you look at this picture, the tilt of the Earth's axis causes the sun's rays to fall either directly or indirectly. In the Northern Hemisphere, the rays of the sun is direct, so here summer is observed, whereas in the Southern Hemisphere, the rays are indirect, therefore it's winter here. So therefore, the Earth's tilted axis, as it revolves around the sun, causes changes in seasons. Now, in this picture, you see how the Earth revolves around the sun at its own path, known as the orbit. But you can also use this picture to determine which seasons occur at each of these 4 points. From this picture, I'll show you how seasons change in the Northern Hemisphere, and we'll compare it with the Southern Hemisphere, because the seasons that occur at these 2 hemispheres are the exact opposite. So if winter is occurring in the Northern Hemisphere, there's summer in the Southern Hemisphere. So starting from point A, it's December 21st to 22nd here, and the Northern Hemisphere is receiving indirect sunlight, as shown by the black line here. Therefore, at this point, the Northern Hemisphere is observing winter. Compared to that, the Southern Hemisphere is receiving direct sunlight, as shown by the blue line here, therefore it's summer here. Slowly, in 3 months' time, the Earth reaches from point A to B. Here, the sun is facing the equator, so the sunlight in both the hemispheres are equal. And here, the Northern Hemisphere is experiencing spring, and the Southern Hemisphere is experiencing autumn. Then slowly, in 3 months' time again, the Earth reaches from moves from point B to C. Here, heat starts to increase in the northern hemisphere because it starts receiving direct sunlight, whereas in the southern hemisphere, it receives indirect sunlight, thus winter is observed in the southern hemisphere. Now, from C to D, the Earth, the northern hemisphere, begins to experience autumn, and the southern hemisphere experiences spring. Now, again in 3 months' time, the Earth moves back from D to A, coming full circle and completing its revolution around the Sun in 365 days, and again, winter begins in the northern hemisphere. This process continues, and now hopefully you can determine what seasons occur, not just by looking at the weather, but also by looking at this diagram. Thank you.